You're watching Longshot TV, presented by B&W Trailer Hitches, the last trailer hitch you'll ever need. Logan County, Ohio has proven over the years to produce great whitetails. Today, we follow Wade and Roy to Tall Tine Outfitters, located in the heart of this whitetail mecca.
Maybe we can get one to cruise by and let old Matthews bark. So. He is just an absolute stud.
We're here. We're going to put our time in. Let's see if he walks out.
Wait, there he is. There he is. Big buck. Big buck. Wait, there he is. Big buck. Big buck.
That's what hunting's all about, guys.
Shaking just a little bit.
This is why I lost sleep last night. Absolute stud.
Dude. We just killed a freaking stud. I'm on pins and needles up here. You never know what's going to show up.
I mean, I could not be happier.
I'm excited. Excited.
About mid-September every year, I wrap up my commercial fishing season here in Little River, South Carolina. Me and a good friend of mine, Ryan Thompson, were owners and operators of Tall Tine Outfitters in Logan County, Ohio. The closer we're getting to the camp, the more and more deer we're seeing, and I was getting excited just to, see some big old deer, change from the beach, seeing a bunch of small deer. And when we're not guiding hunters, I mean, we love to deer hunt just like every other hunter, and we're spending all of our time in the woods hunting ourselves. So a few days later, me and Ryan finally got caught up with all our work and decided to get back in the woods and give it a shot, bust out the old bow and camera.
We're setting over a fresh cut bean field. Just been cut a few days ago. Got a lot of deer scrapes around the edges. These deer right here are starting to pre-rut a little bit, starting to change just a little bit. We set a decoy up, hoping to get a nice buck come in.
And man, I was so excited. We had a couple nice bucks on camera. About an hour passed by, nothing. A couple hours passed by, and it's just a terribly slow day. About the only thing we seen that day was a few buzzards circling. Just not what I was expecting on the first day out.
Guys, it's day 2. We're back at it again. We had a real slow morning this morning. No deer movement at all. So we're trying a different strategy. We moved in here. We're on an oak ridge, sandwiched in between 2 CRP fields, and we're hoping a hot doe will drag a nice buck through.
So day 2, I was back at it again, hunting an oak ridge. It was a perfect little ridge. Only bad thing about it, I had a really thick bedding area off to my right, and when the deer came out, they were going to be on me quick. So if it was a decent buck, I had to make a decision quick. I didn't have much of a shooting window, but only thing I was seeing was a bunch of small bucks and does.
Yeah, a couple small bucks come through a little bit ago, chasing a doe. Other than that, it's been kind of slow this morning. We've been in a stand about 30 minutes and hit the grunt call a few times, and we just had a few young bucks come in, a little 6-pointer, a little button buck. It's looking good. Hopefully we'll get a big one come in.
We just been seeing a bunch of does and young bucks, so decided to make a move to this creek bottom. I've had really good luck in the past in. So as we're going down in that creek bottom, on the way to the stand, we came across several rubs and fresh scrapes. I mean, couldn't have been more than a day or so old. I mean, the ground was just shredded.
Guys, we got some nice scrapes right here. We can get set up in this creek bottom for this afternoon. We got a huge scrape line coming all through here. Here's a really nice one right here with a lot of fresh sign and tracks in it. So we're gonna get set up and see what happens.
Keep up with all the hunting action. Check us out on the web. Longshot TV is being presented by B&W Trailer Hitches, the last trailer hitch you'll ever need. Boss Buck Non-Typical, now you're getting serious. Matthews Bows, catch us if you can. Millennium Tree Stands, pioneers of the exceptional hunting experience. Retreat Myrtle Beach, full-service sales and vacation rentals. Ask about our Longshot TV discount. Voyager Deep Sea Fishing and Dolphin Cruises, the finest fleet in the Myrtle Beach area. And by Yellowfin, build your legacy.
We're up in Ohio, actually northwest part of Ohio, hunting a farm we've got here. It's about 150 acres of timber, and we've had some trail cams running and started to see a couple good bucks show up. We had a nice cold front that moved through a day or so ago, and it's going to be in there for the next 3 or 4 days. We actually started seeing some of the bucks start working some scrapes, so we're hoping this cold front will kind of push them over. We got about a 15-mile-an-hour north wind. We actually set this stand this morning. Had a nice little 6-point come in, but wind's perfect for it again this evening, so we decided we'd sit in here. We've got 3 or 4 different bucks on trail camera. 2 of them we're not quite sure on the shooter possibilities. We're kind of not got the best shots in the world. We're trying to kind of ease them, so I'm kind of looking to see them on the hoof.
Been in here for at least 45 minutes to an hour. He finally got up and he worked his way through. He walks by the tree at 8 yards, circles behind me and skirts the edge of the CRP field behind us. Definitely a beautiful deer. He should be a monster next year.
Well, that's the second encounter we've had with that buck. He's a 3-year-old 11-point, just beautiful deer. You can get another 2 years on him, he's gonna be a giant.
So it's early November, the leaves are falling off the trees really good and the deer movement's picking up. So me and Josh decided to hunt this finger. It was sandwiched in the middle of 2 CRP fields. And once I was in the tree, it seemed like I could see a mile each way.
We got a couple big does out here working in the field. We got a decoy set up. Now we just need the big boy to bust out.
We're well into the hunt and seeing some young does and young bucks cruise right by the tree. It's a good sign. It's a really exciting evening so far. I was just tickled to see some deer movement. All of a sudden, Josh tapped me on the shoulder a little bit later, said, "Big buck, big buck." I looked up to my right, probably 250, 300 yards out, and seen a really nice shooter buck. This deer was probably 250 pounds. He was huge. So I picked the grunt up, hit it a couple times. He didn't pay it a bit of attention. We're losing camera light pretty quick. I decided to pick the horns up, hit him a few times to get his attention. Well, I picked the horns up and I got his attention, but I didn't realize there was a few does off to my left. I spooked them, and when they spooked, they took off across the field, and he went with them.
Keep up with all the hunting action. Check us out on the web. You're watching Longshot TV, presented by B&W Trailer Hitches, the last trailer hitch you'll ever need.
He's gonna come down this opening.
Me and Ryan sitting there, had this nice buck come out up the hill from us, and he was rubbing some trees. This deer is probably 23, 24 inches wide, a really nice deer. And I'm like, he's a shooter. They're gonna try to take him if he gets in close. Then all of a sudden, Ryan's like, no, wait, he ain't a shooter. He ain't the big deer we seen a few days ago. So he's getting a little closer. And then all of a sudden, I have a change of heart. I'm like, no, he ain't a shooter. And then Ryan flips the card on me. He's like, he's a shooter, shoot him. So we're arguing back and forth in the tree. We got this deer out here coming in and rubbing every little tree, walking down to us. And I mean, it's just like textbook perfect. He gets within about 30 yards of me, and we decided to let him go. I mean, really nice deer, probably a 3.5-year-old. But you give this deer another year, he would be an absolute monster. So now it's late November, and I've hunted hard. I'm beat down, worn out, and I felt for sure we were in a good spot, and there was a good deer here where we're hunting at, and it was just a matter of putting your time in and staying focused in the game.
Guys, we finally got settled in here. Just a sloppy, messy day. Pouring rain, we thought it was gonna let up. Anyway, we're here, we're gonna put our time in, let's hopefully he walks out.
We get settled in the ground blind. I get all my stuff set up. It takes a few minutes. Josh gets the camera set up. I get my air knocked and rangefinder, everything ready to go. And had a buddy text me, seen anything? I said no and just put my phone down and getting ready for the hunt. And it seemed like maybe 30 minutes or so went by, not very long at all. And Josh said, big buck, big buck.
Wait, there he is. There he is, big buck, big buck. Don't move. Just get the camera. Get the camera. See the Get on. Hurry on him. Wait till he turns. Oh my God, this dude. This is the 35th day. We've had buzzard luck. We had a few close encounters with some big deer, but guys, we just shot a monster. Dude! We just killed a freaking stud. Holy cow. What a deer. Guys, this is the deer of a lifetime right here. Me, Ryan, and Josh has hunted 35 plus days in the stand and just been kind of down the last few days. It's been a really tough hunt for us this year. We had a couple pretty close encounters, didn't get the job done. Even debating whether to come to there or not. We knew there was a good deer here. We set up, guys, we wasn't in the blind but a little while today. This stud walked out, we put a good shot on him, here he lays. Beautiful deer. 14 pointer right here, guys. 14 pointer. Ohio monster.
It's day 5 here in Ohio. I was able to kill one of my doe tags yesterday afternoon. Made a pretty good shot on her. She went about 60 yards. Either way, I was able to seal that up. We actually slipped in here probably about 3 or 4 hours ago. This is one of our other farms. Nobody had been on it in probably about 5 or 6 weeks. So we pulled in here and grabbed a card, and we got one real big shooter on.
We got a really good front system pushing in, gonna drop about 6 or 8 inches of snow on the ground. We got a good wind for this blind for the next 4 or 5 days. We know we've got a good deer on here, so we're gonna camp out on here for the next 4 or 5 days as long as the wind allows us.
To keep up with all the hunting action, check us out on the web. Longshot TV is being presented by B&W Trailer Hitches, the last trailer hitch you'll ever need. Boss Buck Non-Typical, now you're getting serious. Matthews Bows, catch us if you can. Millennium Tree Stands, pioneers of the exceptional hunting experience. Retreat Myrtle Beach, full-service sales and vacation rentals. Ask about our Longshot TV discount. Voyager Deep Sea Fishing and Dolphin Cruises, the finest fleet in the Myrtle Beach area. And by Yellowfin, build your legacy.
So I spotted a really big buck. He's up on the hill. He starts working in. He gets in. We're in a ground blind, a lot of thick timber. Camera has a great view on the deer. I don't quite have the best view. I've got my bow sitting beside. My broadhead actually tips the edge of the blind. Everything's frozen. Deer boogers off about 30 yards and I pretty much think it's over. He actually works back down about 40 yards, makes one big loop, and about 10 minutes later he comes right in. You know, I tell Wade, hey, as soon as you get him in camera, let me know. I'll maneuver and do what I gotta do and we're gonna shoot this buck.
It looks like we just made an awesome shot. Big 8, looks like he might be a 10. He's got a couple stickers. I think it's the deer we had pictures of last year. Hadn't seen him, not the first time this year. Just looked up to the right and he just started coming through. He's got like a big quarter or something down around under his belly, but man, it looks like we just put the hammer shot on him. 25 yards, God. We've been sitting there watching this deer. We've been watching this deer for 15 minutes. He had him on the camera. I couldn't get there. I couldn't shoot where he's at with the bow. He spooked a little bit and he walked back around. We thought he was gonna walk out and he come back and he's at 25 yards. So we did a little lean-to shot and just, man, looks like we center punched him. Well, it's been about 20 or 30 minutes since we shot him. We look back at the shot on the camera. It looks like it might have been a touch low, so we're gonna ease over here where we shot him so we can find some blood and probably just glass the bottom and see if he's down in there. We're probably not gonna push him, just kind of see what we got. Just found the blood-rich steer, went over the hill into this big old river bottom. We decided we're just gonna stop here. We're gonna grab our stuff and pack back out. Shot looked good. Just a buck of a lifetime. We don't want to risk pushing him, so we're probably gonna get back in here in a few hours. Might even wait till tomorrow. We're probably gonna go back, put it on the big screen, and let's get a better look at the shot. Went back to the lodge, looked at the footage. Shot looked perfect. Still gives the deer about 4 or 5 hours. Me, Wade, and Ryan just got back in here. We're gonna slip down the hill, pick up the trail, and see if we can recover this big old buck. Me and Ryan just tracked this deer about 600 yards. Apparently shot wasn't as good as we thought. We actually crossed the river here, went up on another ridge line, and crossed the property line. So we stopped and marked it on our phone. So we'll try to get permission tomorrow, see if we can come in here and find him. We're getting in here today with the daylight. Hopefully we can find this deer, man. Oh, God. Good night, man. Holy smokes, dude. What a stud. This is why I lost sleep last night. The idea of not being able to recover this giant, man, he is just an absolute stud. Man, we felt the shot was pretty good, but it was like where we looked at it. It was about 3 inches low. We got one lung, and man, I'm just so pumped. This is a absolute deer of a lifetime. Giant deer, man, giant deer. It's been hard late season here, man. We've just, it's been, the weather finally hit perfect about 3 days ago. We've getting negative temperatures. We got 6 inches of snow, and it's just been absolutely perfect. And we just had a good feeling about setting that stand yesterday evening. And man, this big boy come in a little bit before 5 and was able to put a good shot on him and just recover this absolute stud.
What a great way to cap off the Ohio deer season. It's probably 30 some days I've been up this year. Hunted back in late October. Come back up again second week in November, tried to hit the rut right and just couldn't get it done. Seen a few nice bucks, but nothing to, no mature bucks. But anyway, come back up late season. Been up here now for probably about 11 days. And yesterday afternoon, this deer here walked out and was able to put a good shot on him and went back in this morning and recovered him. And man, I couldn't be more thankful.